The Call of Duty community is too big to talk about. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that don't give a shit about YouTube or game reviews. They just want to buy and play Call of Duty. They're just stupid. Well, they ignore social media, so they might be smarter than me. They don't care how many dislikes Call of Duty has. They don't even talk about the fact that they play it. They just play it. They enjoy it. It's fun for them. When I say Call of Duty community, I'm talking about the YouTubers and the people you see in the comments and on Twitter and on Reddit. But more onto the YouTubers, you guys are so easy to piss off. So inconsistent as to what pisses you off, and even easier to excite. You are so easily excited, it hurts. And because of common consensus, Infinite Warfare can add all the shit that they want and nobody's gonna give a shit. Nobody's gonna care. But Black Ops 3, the game we all already kinda said, oh, it's impossible to get weapons, it's impossible to get anything good, you have to be really lucky, the chances of getting one of the guns you want out of all this shit in the supply drop system is bad, there's not enough ways to earn supply drops, those conversations I've had with hundreds of people. They add an M16 and a PPSH, is it PPSH or PPSHH? I always forget, but they had the M16 and PP Shush, and oh my god, it's the best thing ever. It's basically Christmas. It's so cool. The way you just blindly gamble for it, you don't just get it in your inventory, you don't buy it with crypto keys, you don't complete a challenge to get it. No, gamble your time away. Modern Warfare Remastered adds new weapons into the supply drops, and everyone's like, oh, I can't wait to get these, and they go spend hundreds of dollars trying to get this shit. And I'm like, I thought we hated supply drop weapons. It's so inconsistent, I don't know what to hate, I don't know who's gonna hate what. All the YouTubers picked on Infinite Warfare for having some low quality camos in their supply drops, but Modern Warfare Remastered, okay, that game from 2007 with the prettier graphics, okay, now has like 4 or 5 new weapons we've never seen before out of nowhere, only through supply drops and grinding through supply drops. And although Modern Warfare Remastered gives you a lot of salvage, you can't go to the armory and just pick one of the guns out and buy it for a couple thousand salvage. Otherwise, I'd go play it right now. But it's random. Ugh, I hate just pure random shit. And also, like I said, the Call of Duty community is really easily excited, and Activision came out and said that Call of Duty will be returning to its roots in 2017. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I was okay when Star Wars was like, here's some nostalgia, because Force Awakens is basically New Hope and Phantom Menace. Okay, I was okay with that. And then when Rogue One did a lot of references towards the end of the movie, towards the later Star Wars movies, and I was just sitting there like a giddy little child, I was okay with that. Stranger Things depicts a simpler time in the 80s, and these young boys, and they hang out, and it's like, okay, this is cool, I can relate to this, this is nostalgic, I like this, whatever. I wasn't an 80s kid, but I get what they're going for here, I grew up with a lot of 80s stuff. But if video games don't sell you on a passive experience, it's an interactive experience, and I don't want to interact with the same shit over and over again. I don't mind hearing or seeing stuff that I remember, because it's fun, it's like a photo album. Force Awakens, old boy bands I used to listen to, it's like a photo album. I go back in my head and I go, oh, I remember this shit. But video games, I don't want to storm beaches again. Okay, I don't want to fucking do Operation Market Garden again. I don't want to do it. And if you haven't figured out what I'm talking about yet, it's the fact that Call of Duty going back to its roots. Well, Call of Duty hasn't really changed that much. You can play Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare 3 in the same day and pick it up just about as fast, okay? Modern Warfare 3 and Infinite Warfare, the only difference is you have unlimited sprint, wall running, and you can jump high in Infinite Warfare. Okay, that's about it. Call of Duty's core game hasn't changed that much, and that's a good thing, because if the core game changed, you wouldn't be playing COD anymore, it would just have the Call of Duty name on it. Just how, like, if you watch the new Ghostbusters, you're just watching people pretend to be the Ghostbusters. It's not the same thing. It just somehow has the exact same title. So the core gameplay isn't going to change, so what are they talking about when they say it's going to go back to its roots? Did I say that fast enough? Okay, I'm not even going to cut that out. What does it mean when they say they're going to go back to the roots? That means that they're going to go back in time. That means they're going to go back to its roots. Obviously, advanced movement's gone, so back to its roots probably means World War II, and why does that piss me off? Expanding on what I was ranting about a second ago, I don't want to do another World War II game. I can't do it. I can't sit through it again. I'm not going back. World War II games were cool when I was young, and I thought playing them made me some sort of history buff, and, oh, I know about World War II, like the Springfield's a sniper rifle, and the M1 Garand fires just like a bigger bullet than the M1 carbine. My problem with a World War II game is not that it's in World War II, my problem is a complete separation of potential. You ruin potential when you're not just limited by today. See, that's what I want Call of Duty to be, guys. I want it to be modern day and relatable. I want AR-15s and AK-style weapons. I want G36s, M9s. I just want conventional modern day weapons. I'd love for the next Call of Duty game to take place in 2015 or 2019, just somewhere in that area. And the game could be used to talk about modern day issues and talk about this thing and show warfare and how it's changed and how it's not as cut and dry as it used to be. It'd be an interesting game. Because when you go to World War II, it has to be these people versus these people in these areas. These people using these weapons versus these people on these areas. These people in these areas doing this thing because this thing's happening according to history. If Call of Duty had the balls to do historical fiction and get just so much hate. I mean, Battlefield 1, okay, I'm sorry. Battlefield 1 kind of feels like historical fiction sometimes when I'm playing online, but that's an online game, so goofy shit happens. It just doesn't make me feel like I'm involved in World War I. I feel like I'm in some weird arcade simulator where all of our weapons suck. But when you completely miss potential, and the campaign centers around the person and the personality of the soldier, because you already know what the soldier's going to do. If you're a soldier in World War II, it would have to do this like historical fiction thing or do like, you know, this side story that wasn't ever reported. But just, oh God, I think about playing through battles, through historical battles with historical weapons against historical armies. Been there, done that. You can't make that interesting. Now, a World War II game with contextual leaning and sliding and some cool like animations and it looks really nice, hey, that'd be pretty neat. And I'd probably buy it and enjoy it. I mean, you know, do as much as you can to tweak it and make it interesting. But this, oh, do you remember this? Hey, do you remember this? Hey, do you remember this? Hey, remember when games were like this? Hey, do you remember this? You remember the member berries from South Park? I just realized I'm basically quoting the member berries from South Park. And they're just the little berries, and they're like, oh, remember Tatooine? Oh, remember Reagan? Oh, remember the 80s? Oh, I remember the 80s. And all the people are eating them, and it's just giving them this, I want to go back feeling. I want to go back, and I want to go back. And I love nostalgia. I love indulging my nostalgia. I love getting nostalgic. It's something I genuinely enjoy. But video games doing this, oh, do you remember when games had less attachments? Do you remember when games were simpler and there was less customization? When there was less things to play for and grind for? When challenges didn't really matter and you just played to shoot people? Do you remember that? That was so much fun. It's like, no. When you started enjoying that, you were younger and not cynical. And now you just want that fed to you over and over again in spite of progress. I mean, would you guys like a World War II game where you can maybe put one attachment on your gun and maybe even no attachments on your gun? And you pick your 3 perks and your grenade and your tactical grenade, and that's it. That's just Call of Duty now. That really big, expansive customization we had that was getting better and better and better and more balanced and where everything was starting to feel useful, yeah, that's out. We're going to bring back stopping power. Remember when games didn't care about balance? Remember when you didn't care about balance? And you were young? And you didn't have anything weighing you down? And life didn't scare you? And everything was perfect? And you didn't care if the game had 10 guns or 100. You were just happy to play it. Grow the fuck up. I want new, interesting games. And they can take place any time period they want, just as long as they're interesting and unique. So what is the point of this video? The Call of Duty community is inconsistent as fuck, okay? We don't want old, but we hear Call of Duty's going back. Okay, 4 years ago, the words Call of Duty's going back to its roots would have made people throw their computers out the window. The things that are progressing are pissing everybody off. They're dividing people. Things that keep going forward, that's dividing people. So when it comes to the things we enjoy, like our games and our music and stuff like that, that needs to... Look, the reason you're not happy with the way things are, if you aren't, is because the things that you love, the vices that you love, the toys, video games, music, and movies, they keep showing you the past. And if progress was good in the sense that things got better, and we encouraged developers and writers to do different and new things, and we didn't reject it because it wasn't comfortable, maybe progress wouldn't be so bad, and maybe we wouldn't crave nostalgia all the time. Maybe it's not even nostalgic. I mean, if all of your entertainment is just trying to be old, it's not really nostalgic anymore, it just hasn't changed. You affiliate the past with things that you like, and if things that you like are replicating the past, you see the problem. And what I would like to see is, what if games and movies and everything just did different things? Just new franchises, new things to catch on. A cool new movie series that's not based around something that happened in the 80s, not based off of G.I. Joe or Transformers or Marvel. Something totally new and unique that's made by good writers. What if music stopped being about the same things all the time, and we didn't diss on the artists that tried to be different until they conform? What if the reason you hate progress is because the things you love don't progress? Call of Duty can go back to its roots. I'll buy it every year. It's $60, maybe $100 a year to play a franchise that means a lot to me. I'm just gonna buy it almost no matter what. Same with Battlefield, same with Halo. I'm gonna buy it every time it comes out. I'm a gamer, what am I gonna do? But we just can't chase the past all the time. We can't bring it back. And when it comes to Call of Duty and its community on the internet here, you guys might not know what you're asking for. If we just get rehashed versions of super old games, I don't think you're going to be happy. I don't think we're going to be happy with seeing things we've seen before and playing things we've played before. Because eventually, every Call of Duty's the same. I want a new Call of Duty. I don't want any more World War II. No, not jetpacks. No, and something brand new. And then I'm gonna get fucking Call of Duty Tank Warfare. I don't fucking know. World of Tanks, Call of Duty Edition. Call of Duty Psychological Warfare. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I'm gonna get back into making videos again, a little bit more consistently good videos. I got kind of sidetracked with streaming and my birthday. I'm back, guys, and I'm gonna do some Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising for the weekend, and I'm gonna do maybe some Halo Road to Pro, and then I have a lot of topics and things I want to talk about, and I look forward to sharing those with you guys. If you sat through this super long video, which you probably didn't, because your attention span's about yay high, fine. If you stayed this long, I mean, cool. This is what I made the video so you'd watch it. So if you get to this point, I guess let me know you watched it. I mean, if you watched halfway through and you quit and you clicked off because you didn't agree with me, or you thought it was stupid, or you had to go eat dinner, I mean, whatever. But I hopefully you finished the video, and hopefully it was entertaining enough to keep you around. Are gaming commentaries ever that interesting? I don't know. I should do more webcam stuff. Basically be PewDiePie. Just be like, how's it going, bros? I'm gonna stand up at my stand-up desk and walk around and wave my arms around and talk like this and be a Nazi and love you, Felix. See you when I see you guys.